Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Trick. Pretty easily making a chain here. Kind of realistic looking. If we take like a rectangle, we'll make it, with our ratio lock, we'll make it 4.3 inches long. We'll round the corners. We'll just type in 1 inch and it'll round them off. We're going to go to, let me zoom in here. Go into our, we're going to point 3 and do a contour. That looks pretty good. You know, we could break the contour apart and use that, but if you just take the Smart Fill tool, nudge it out of the way, you don't have to do anything. Now I'm going to left click, no fill, right click, outline. I'm going to nudge it right back to where it was. We're way high on the page, so let's zoom in here. And let's bring that down a little bit into the page. We're going to Control D and make a duplicate of it. Change the rotation. Let me zoom in again. Change the rotation. I wasn't in the center of the page. And it doesn't really matter in this case. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. Start moving and hold down the Control button. Control D and make a duplicate. It really doesn't matter, but I get so used to drawing in the center of the page. That doesn't look like it's in the center, so get off of it and move it again. It should snap to it. There we go. Rotate this 15 degrees. I'm not real excited about it, but it'll work for the video. So now take your other one, Control D and make a duplicate, but this time we're going to rotate it a negative 15 degrees. You just type in a negative 15 degrees. Now on this we need to take this one of these lines, and then that way it's going to stop there, and then so you just do this one and this one so that you've got alternating pattern. Now just take your Smart Fill tool, fill that in, nudge them out of the way, delete, nudge them right back. I'm going to go ahead and, well, we're going to leave them solid for a second. Control G to group them together, Control D to duplicate them. We are going to use the, instead of rotating them with the Control D many times, we're going to use the Windows Docker. Yours is going to be transformation and transform. 15 degrees, 23 times. You need 24, but we've already got one. Now the thing about it, you can't really see the joint, so we need to back up here. Left click, right click, and go to effects and contour. You can see how everything's grayed out. So we need to ungroup these. And now we can select them both or do one at a time. We're going to contour to the inside 0.03 this time. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that'd be perfect. It's already set up. Now take your Smart Fill tool and fill that in and nudge it down. Then now we're going to have a little space between our joint. Nudge it right back up. I shouldn't have closed the transformation docker, but I did. Docker, transformer, transformation. Move the center of the rotation. It's a new object. We have to do it again. And a lot of times you can see that it's not working. Well, you might have more than one copy somehow, or you need to group them together. Control G. And then move your center rotation to the center. There we go. 15 degrees, 23 times. You know, you need 24, but we've already got one. Now look at the difference. I'm not exactly happy about where the placement of the chain is. I think this one looks better, but this looks like a bunch of circles. So I should have made my link a little less long, But here's another thing we can do. And this is one reason I like the transformation docker, because I can go right back. I don't have to do a bunch of deleting. So I'm going to left click, right click, but we're going to add a little effect to this to make it look better. We're going to go to effects again and contour. This time we're going to contour the center, but we're going to use a white or a light gray, and we're going to contour the center. And when you hit this and you go 0.001, which is, I think, the smallest number you can, your outline needs to be something other than a hairline for this to work, I think. Let me look at that. Now, I think these are grouped together already. If they're not, we did. Move the center rotation to the center. I'm in a bad habit of closing windows or closing dockers when I could have kept it open. Look at that. Look at it close up. It actually looks like a chain. You could use less of the contour. Matter of fact, I might make a second video. In this case, you might not leave any space at all. So maybe stay tuned for part 2. Hope this helped. Thank you for watching.